So 12 startups in 12 months.
Yeah.
So what startup number one, what was that? What were you feeling? What were you sitting behind the computer? Like, how much do you actually know about building stuff at that point?
I could code a little bit because I did the YouTube channel and I made a website I would make websites for like the YouTube channel. It was called Panda Mix Show. And it was like these electronic music mixes like dubstep or drum and bass or techno or house.
I saw one of them had like Flash. Were you using Flash?
Yeah, my CD album was using Flash. Yeah. I sold my CD, yeah.
Kids, Flash was
Flash was cool.
Software. This is like the break.
Like grandpa, but Flash was cool.
Yeah, and there was, what's it called? Oh, boy, I should remember this action script. There's some kind of programming language.
Script. Yeah, XScript.
Oh, yeah.
It was in Flash. Back then, that was the JavaScript,
The JavaScript, yeah. And I thought that's supposed to be the dynamic thing that takes over the internet. Yeah. I invested so many hours in learning that.
Steve Jobs killed it.
Steve Jobs
said, Flash sucks, stop using it. And everyone's like, okay.
That guy was right, though, right?
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. Well, it was a closed platform, I think. And
closed.
But it's ironic because Apple, they're not very open.
Right.
But back then, Steve was like, this is closed, we should not use it. And it has security problems, I think. Which sounded like a cop-out. Like, I just wanted to say that to make it look kind of bad. But Flash was cool. Yeah.
Yeah, it was cool for a time.
Yeah.
Listen, animated GIFs were cool for a time, too.
Yeah.
They came back in a different way.
Yeah.
As a meme, though. Yeah. I mean, like, I remember when GIFs were actually cool. Not ironically cool.
Yeah.
Like, there's like, on the internet, you would have like a dancing rabbit or something like this. And that was really exciting.
No, you had like the, Lex homepage. You had all these, everything was centered.
Yeah.
And you had like Peter's homepage and then the under construction GIF, which was like a guy like with a helmet and the lights. And it was amazing.
Banners. Yeah, that's how, before like Google AdSense, you would have like banners for advertising.
It was amazing. Yeah.
And a lot of links to porn, I think.
Yeah.
Or
I think that was where
links.
the merchant accounts people would use for. People would make money a lot. The only money made on the internet then was like porn, or a lot of it.
Yeah. It was a dark place. It's still a dark place.
Yeah.
But there's beauty in the darkness. Anyway, so you did some basic HTML.
Yeah. Yeah, but I had to learn the actual like coding. So this was good. It was a good idea to like every month launch a startup, so I could learn the code, learn basic stuff, but it was still very scrappy because I didn't have time to, which is on purpose. I didn't have time to spend a lot of. I had a month to do something, so I couldn't spend more than a month, and I was pretty strict about that. Mm-hmm. And I published it as a blog post, so people, I think I put it on Hacker News, and people would check, like, kind of like, oh, did you actually, I felt like accountability because I put it public that I actually had to do it.
Do you remember the first one you did?
I think it was Play My Inbox, because back then my friends, we would send like cool music. It was before Spotify, I think. We would send like 2013. We would send music to each other, like YouTube links. Like, this is a cool song. This is a cool song. And it was these giant email threads on Gmail, and they were like unnavigatable. So I made an app that would log into your Gmail, get the emails, and find the ones with YouTube links, and then make like kind of like a gallery of your songs, like essentially Spotify. Mm-hmm. And my friends loved it.
Was it scraping it? Like, what was
no? It uses
API?
like POP, like POP or IMAP. It would actually check your email. So that had like privacy concerns because it would get all your emails to find YouTube links, but then I wouldn't save anything. But that was fun. It was like, and that first project already would get like press. Like, it went on, I think, like some tech media and stuff. And I was like, that's cool. Like, it didn't make money. There was no payment button, but it was actually people using it. I think tens of thousands of people used it.
That's a great idea. I wonder why. Like, why don't we have that? Why don't we have things that access Gmail and extract some useful aggregate information?
Yeah, you could tell Gmail, like, don't give me all the emails, just give me the ones with YouTube links, or something like that. Yeah.
I mean, there is a whole ecosystem of like apps you can build on top of the Google. Yeah. But people don't
never
really
do this. Like,
I've seen a few, like Boomerang. There's a few apps that are like good, but just I wonder what. Maybe it's not easy to make money.
I think it's hard to get people to pay for these like extensions and plugins, because it's not like a real app, so it's not like people don't value it. People value it. Oh, this and a plugin should be free. When I want to use a plugin in Google Sheets or something, I'm not going to pay for it. Like, it should be free. But if you go to a website and you actually, okay, I need this product, I'm going to pay for this because it's a real product. So even though it's the same code in the back, it's a plugin,
Yeah, I mean, you can do it through like extensions, like Chrome extensions from the browser side.
Yeah, but who pays for Chrome extensions, right? Like, barely anybody. So
nobody.
That's not a good place to make money, probably.
Yeah, that sucks.
Like, Chrome extension should be an extension for your startup. You have a product.
Yeah.
Oh, we also have a Chrome extension.
I wish the Chrome extension would be the product. I wish Chrome would support that, like where you could pay for it easily. Because like I can imagine a lot of products that would just live as extensions, like improvements for social media. Like
it's like GPTs, you know?
GPTs, yeah.
Like these chat GPTs, they're going to charge money for it now, and you get a rev share, I think, from OpenAI. I made a lot of them also.
Why? We'll talk about it. So let's rewind back. It's a pretty cool idea to do 12 startups in 12 months. What's it take to build a thing in 30 days? Like at that time, how hard was that?
I think the hard part is like figuring out what you shouldn't add, right? What you shouldn't build because you don't have time. So you need to build a landing page. You need to make you need to build the product actually because it needs to be something they pay for. Do you need to build a login system? Like maybe no, like maybe you can build some scrappy login system. Like for PhotoEye, you sign up, you pay with Stripe checkout, and you get a login link. And when I started, there was only a login link with a hash, and that's just a static link. So it's very easy to log in.
Yeah.
It's not so safe, what if you leak the link? And now I have real Google login. But that took like a year. So keeping it very scrappy is very important because you don't have time, you need to focus on what you can build fast. So money, Stripe, build the product, build a landing page. You need to think about how are people going to find this. So are you going to put it on Reddit or something? How are you going to put it on Reddit without being looked at as a spammer, right? Like if you say, hey, this is my new startup, you should use it. No, it gets deleted, Maybe if you find a problem that a lot of people on Reddit already have on a subreddit, and you solve that problem, say, some people, I made this thing that might solve your problem and maybe it's free for now, that could work, But you need to be very, narrow it down what you're building.
Time is limited.
Yeah.